When the music dies, that means we are on our way back. Hello, I am Formal, still joined by Mendrix, and we got things sorted eventually, okay? I need to do a quick public announcement and a quick apology to the players for somehow failing to type the name and password correctly. They're very similar, Mendrix, and I somehow messed it up.
Look, sometimes people get the easiest parts wrong, but the hardest parts correct, right? And it's because you think, oh, it's so easy, I don't need to think about it that much. And it happens to everyone, believe me.
I mean, it happens. The problem is I get everything wrong. I get the easy parts wrong. I get the hard parts wrong. It's just a big old mess. But, hey, speaking of teams who got something wrong and are looking for redemption, we're going to see QASMT return to the pitch, this time against TCB, and a chance to maybe, turn some of that momentum around after that last game.
Yeah, Tyndale Tactics. I wonder what that one stands for. There must be a story behind that. Maybe I'll have a bit of a chat with the players a bit afterwards to figure out where that name came from. But yeah, looking at it here as well, you said that seeded competition part did happen before in the past. And just to bring it up, I mean, the Queensland side were up against the #1 seeds when we look at Melbourne, right? That's something we need to take into account here. And when I look at that scoreline, yeah, it seemed a lot, but I reckon considering, what we are looking at for the seeds here, that's pretty good in my eyes. I reckon these guys can probably do a lot more with the rest of the competition as it goes on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say they did really well. They did fail to score a goal, so I have to hold that against them. I have to be a little bit critical.
I'm trying to be the nice. You know what? You're like, I'm the good cop. You're the bad cop.
I'll be the bad cop.
That's what it is.
I'll be that bad cop. But it's also because, I expect better because I saw the adaptation. I saw the potential, and maybe it will start to come together right now. Granted, it should be worth noted, Queensland is opting for a sub. You can see them right there. CQ Sits has come in for Winter, who we saw in that last game. Meanwhile, on the TCB side, we have SnowCone, we have Ocean, and we have Lemongu working it together. So we'll see how this squad goes. The #5 seed, they went up against the #4 seed, came up short as well, not too surprising. And TCB, Tyndale, they still should be the favorites in this match.
Yeah, at this moment in time, just from the seeding point of view as well. But as you can see, no goals at this moment in time. Ocean does get a bit of deflection there. The shot was on goal there, of course. Probably wasn't expecting anything too much, but a bit of a setup. CQDIS has now managed to get the ball a little bit clear away as well, trying to get the ball out at this point. But Ocean now putting into dangerous territory.
Yeah, as you can see, they are trying to get there. Also, it was TCS, not TCB. Okay. We're learning things as SnowCone puts the ball in.
Yeah, it's not sure that as you can see, SnowCone comes around there. There was a bit of a reflect on the ball that I think at that moment in time, Queensland thought they had a little bit of breathing room off that deflection there, but just didn't take into account SnowCone coming in very hot, really showing that his name is actually not to be trusted.
Yeah, as they see that right now, as we do watch SnowCone trying to backboard in, pass across. Ocean's there, crossing up the defense. Whoa. The angle on that shot. Ocean looking strong.
Look at that turnaround. Just said, yep, nice little backflip as well. Ocean's ready to click up as well. Yeah, you can see that this is a team that definitely has themselves put together at this moment in time as well. 2-0 the score, 3 minutes and 34 seconds to go. Let's see if Queensland can bring it back.
I think they've got a struggle cut out for them. Look, I've been informed, one of the players actually on the TCS side, Lemon, someone to look out for. I know Ocean got the really sick goal, and Lemon actually, for the most part, just kind of whiffed it right there, right as we highlight them. I think that's good right now because a player of multi-talents actually competes in F1 league racing as well, and it should be worth
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it should be worth noting that that's another esport that they dabble in, compete in, and actually are quite strong. Was in a much higher division than I was when I did it, so curious to see if those skills carry over to the Rocket League pitch.
Look, we're casters, mate. We don't do the esports. We don't be the competitive. We watch it, and we enjoy it, we love it, but these are the guys on the pitch. We let them do the running, and Lemons will be looking out there. Does do a very nice demo as well, right in the middle of the goal, and that helps Ocean come in for a score. You can see that was a nice setup there from Lemon.
Yeah, it was a nice setup from Lemon, but I think here's the thing that Lemon, as well as, the TCS side should learn, if you want to bring up the recognition and bring up the fact that, hey, I've recognized you from other esports competitions in the past, that means I'm going to judge you a lot harsher, Lemon. So the spotlight's on you now, buddy. Let's see what you can do.
Every mistake will be combed through.
Hey, did the right thing right there. did the exact right thing right there. Let Ocean, who has proven to be the more on fire, the more mechanical player, let Ocean be the one to take it instead. I like that. Smart player Lemon is.
We can see here, CQ sits though, is trying to get the ball clear. They do manage to get it into the middle of the pitch there. Ocean puts it back into the trajectory that he wants his team to have at night. Watch is there to pick it up there, but doesn't get the best bit of the hit there. And now things looking a little bit dangerous. SnowCone also wants to pop it back in. A nice little center push. It is going to be a push in, but perhaps not the flick that he wants. Nightwatch will clear it for the time being.
Yeah, that was always going to be a tough play through the corner. Would have liked to see them go a little bit higher with it because similar to that last game, we just don't see the elevation coming from the Queensland defense. Shot from SnowCone, saved on the line once more, but double committing for boost. No one playing around the ball. Awkward situations as you catch it again right there. Let's Ocean set up Lemon, who posts the open net. Oh, buddy.
Clip it. You need to go through it with Coach Max Ball after this one.
Open net's more difficult than Monaco qualifying, all right? That's the truth. Ocean, backboard down, no one there to collect.
Well, Lemon does manage to get back in. Lemon really is playing that third man role at this moment with the team. They're happy to sit back in most cases and comes in for that last minute commit when it really needs to. Of course, it wasn't, as we mentioned, open net there, but just looking at the way he's actually playing this one through, Lemon will get it clear as well now. Looking to see Ocean and SnowCone pushing back towards that front place. We can kind of see where Lemon's going to be sitting throughout this competition, or probably just for this round.
Lemon, like, look, I'm going to say this respectfully, as I can. Lemon is probably, like, playstyle-wise, yeah, I agree with you. He's been playing third man. Really not the player to be watching on this blue side. Ocean has been the stand-up player, as there's another open miss and whiff right there. But yeah, no, Ocean has been the player to watch because Ocean, as that front man, has been causing at least one, sometimes even two or three defenders to just swing and miss on that first challenge, and that has given so much more space for the other members of the TCS side to really be able to get those opportunities to miss open nets. So it is fantastic to see, but Ocean does seem to be the driving force, and Ocean is the player that, if you're on Queensland, keep your eyes on, try to find a way to shut him down because he's been making you look a little bit silly.
Yeah, you can see that now. We are getting now to the dying seconds of the game. Will they be able to keep it up? Go for another goal. Ocean just says, let me get one more shot in. Means we will have a very quick kickoff and probably end to this game. But for Neil, looks like it's going to be the final score.
Yeah, Ocean just right in front of the net, gets a cheeky little dunk, puts it through, 4-0 advantage. 3 games now. We've seen this Queensland squad play. Still looking to see them get their first goal. Maybe it'll come in the turnaround in this one. I mean, the sub from CQS, how are we supposed to pronounce that?
CQ sits, I feel.
CQ sits, that makes sense.
I feel it's CQ sits. I mean, I guess you could be like CQ sits.
CQ sits.
But I feel CQ sits is what I'm going to be rolling with.
Yeah, I mean, did a good job coming in as a sub. The defense was working out for him, but yeah, when you look at that other side, it really was the Ocean show. Got themselves the hat trick, applied a majority of that offensive pressure, and is going to be the thorn in the orange side of the field if we're going to see, the 2-0 sweep, which looks pretty likely for the second time.
Yeah, well, I mean, perhaps there might be that adjustment this time around. Maybe not in terms of as a strong opponent as they had before. If they do push themselves a little bit further into that pitch, give less space, and we might see a different outcome. And I think that's something that's really impressive about this Queensland side. They do have that ability to sort of look at that self-awareness and go, yep, let's make this specific change here going into the match. And if they just manage to hold it, they'll be in a much better position.
I didn't like that start. That was a little bit awkward. Couple swings, a couple misses, but you know what? No damage done yet. Lemon trying to find SnowCone on the centering touch, and now with the pass back over to Ocean, a bit too much oomph behind it. Ocean can't corral. Super far back, Lemon, but again, hesitation from the Queensland side. They were given space to try and clear it back in the other direction, and they don't immediately take it. So instead of pushing the ball to the blue side of the field, it winds up kind of jammed up in the middle. In this instance, it works out for Queensland, but I don't know. It's too passive for my liking.
Ooh, nice little hit back from Former Ball there. Lemongrass was looking to actually get things a bit more dangerous for them before, but we'll push it back there. But you can see a nice clear away once again there. Ocean looking to actually compete against CQ Sits, who's having a bit of a flip around the ball at this moment in time. A number of players aren't going to be able to actually compete for an Ocean. Once again there, sees the opportunity and just nudges it straight into the goal.
I mean, SnowCone really was the one who set that up, and Ocean just has to go straight down the middle. Good to see the team finally just kind of take control of it. It was a bit chaotic, especially when we got to see Queensland on the attacking side. Ocean just pre-jumped himself way out of the play, and that, I don't think that's why CQ6 kind of lost control of the ball, but Lemon wasn't expecting that either, to put it lightly. Still, the recovery was there, and with a 1-0 lead, a chance now for Queensland. They're on the attacking half.
Yeah, they're trying to push it out there. SnowCone will actually be able to beat the ball back there now. You can see Ocean taking it slow. Wants to get control. Nightwatch will actually miss out as well. SnowCone will actually speed this play up. Ocean now, once again, pushing their way through. Is going to be the one to actually nudge into the course, but SnowCone comes from the finish with the deflection on the defense.
Yeah, watch this one again. It's that second touch, but it causes the double commit, and that's what happens when you've been so dominant for so long in a series right now. Like, you kind of feel whenever Ocean has possession of the ball in front of the net, panic time. So I'm not surprised we saw the double commit, and it's the same thing in game one. He draws all the pressure, and then the rest of the team cleans it up, and it's touches like that, which is why Ocean is keeping you on your toes.
SnowCone now looks to be the one trying to put it into the center there as well. Nightwatch actually helps out. Ocean sees it and just jumps right on it, gets another goal. 3-0 the scoreline. I feel like once again the dam might be breaking.
Yeah, Nightwatch was in such a tough position right there, was trying to get it to the opposite corner, but just didn't have the power for it, and the end result was, well, a pass essentially over to the best player on the other team. Awkward play, but off the kickoff former ball, showing that, hey, Queensland might still have some teeth until CQ6 puts it backwards, and now it's a breakaway.
It definitely was a nice, good attempt at a bite there, but of course, we do see that the TCS team does manage to just snap their hand away before the claw, well, not the claws, the jaws ended up coming down. And as you can see, Ocean now trying to push it back in, gets into the center. No Lemongrass or SnowCone available to actually nudge it in from the setup there. Nightwatch means he's going to try for an opportunity. CQ6 has open goal. He might be able to get it in, and there is the bite we've been looking for. CQ6 is the first one to get that blood drawn.
I don't want to call that a bite. I don't know
what do you want to call it then?
An oversight.
The hand moved into the teeth, and
the
teeth just happened to be in position.
That's a bit more apt right there. I don't. It's like those alligators.
Give them the goal, Formal.
Oh, they got the goal. They got the goal, but it's like, the alligators that just lay there with their mouth open and just wait for whatever to walk in. Exactly. Like, it seems
to be a good spot to just rest my legs, my wings for a bit.
Snap, and well, hey, Queensland known for its saltwater crocs gets one through. Now, though, SnowCone looking for revenge was the player who was caught in no man's land before. Couldn't quite get that dribble to go straight.
Well, here we go. Perhaps with the extra energy from that bird that they managed to consume before, we're seeing a much more dangerous-looking Queensland side as well. Ocean, though, wants to turn that around. Nice little play in the side. It isn't actually going to be finished, and as we can see, we do get the clear away from CQ6.
Yeah, now CQ6 has a chance. Yeah, it was two defenders each playing the post. It was also going to be a tough one to push through, but
commit again.
Chances were there. I'm a little bit worried, though, for Queensland, because Ocean, with possession, puts those through. 3-goal differential.
Does bring it back to that point there as well. But I'm really liking now what I can see from Queensland again, is they seem to be a little bit more aggressive. That's what we want them coming into the pitch. You need to break a few eggs to make an omelet, right?
Yeah, that you do, but the problem is right now they just don't have the answer for one player, and that's been Ocean. I mean, even on that last goal, you can see the ceiling shot executed so well, and like Ocean to me is showing that they're a player. They've put the hour in this game, they've put the time in this game, and they're someone who's going to be dynamic throughout. One reset into the double. Doesn't get the double, just gets a normal reset goal. Doesn't count.
You're like, it's alright. Look at that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're like,
but no, it's okay. But that's not what he wanted. That's not what he wanted. He was hoping that ball was going to hit the post and he'd get the double touch on top. After he failed the second reset, all right? So he was going for a highlight play. He missed option A, tried to recover with option B, missed that as well. Instead, it's just a reset goal. Sorry, buddy. Strike it from the record. Oh, no.
I'll just stick with that. Oh, that would have been a tough pill to swallow if it did go in, but thankfully did not. Still, though, we can see that TCS is looking to continue to push this lead.
Yeah, but no, I mean, it also speaks volumes to the player. The fact that they are attempting double resets, the fact that they are going for reset double touches. It's why I was saying Ocean is that dynamic player. Ocean is him. And if we're going to be watching more of TCS, the Tyndale Tactics as they advance through this series, that's going to be the player to look out for. And yeah, I can see some matches against the upper echelon where Ocean can be that difference maker.
We can see there, Formable does manage to get that ball in as well. Nightwatch with a brilliant setup here, just pitches down, falls in. A bit of an overcommit there in terms of what was happening there. It does mean there's going to be a 5-2 scoreline, back to 3, but with 17 seconds left, still a very tall ask for our Queensland team to bring this one back.
Yeah, and again, too, this is a longer event, right, with this Swiss stage, so there will be more games to be played by this Queensland side, and the fact that they're finally getting some points on the board might help them out, going into those next couple games. But when you look at TCS, fall short in the first series, come back strong with the 2-0 one in the second. They're going to be looking to go back to their winning ways. Tyndale Tactics take this one with a 2-0 clean sweep.
You're pretty good on the back then. I just want to also just go back to that point you were saying, that, hey, plenty of time in this competition for the teams to bring it back as well. The other thing as well is you just need to make sure that you don't lose to the teams that you're supposed to beat. That's the big thing as well. You really do have this idea, all right, well, we're expecting to lose to these teams this time. Next time, though, we'll be able to change that around as long as we maintain our composure against those teams that we should be on top of.
Yeah, exactly, and I do see them kind of put themselves in that situation where they will get that opportunity to bounce back. It's a long season, and one of the crazy things about AEL this year is, we've completely reformatted so many of these events, so even if you fall short in one event, there's many more ways to get yourself into those championships. We wanted to give more incentives, more reasons to play, and well, we're going to have more games to play. We're only halfway done through today, so we're going to be going to a break. But when we come back, our third series, stay with us. We got more of this high school Rocket League when we return.